Hey everybody, this is Crypto Broker coming at you with another review. Now, today's video was a little off the cuff. I wasn't really expecting to make this video yet because of the fact of I wasn't I'll be honest, I didn't really want to share this secret right away. But this is going to be a review mainly on the fact that I just went completely and utterly all in on BitTorrent. I took everything out of all my other coins that I have reviewed and put it directly into BitTorrent today. And I want to explain why I did that. BitTorrent is obviously a new crypto coin that is able to be purchased on the Binance exchange. It had caught my attention a couple weeks ago, but I hadn't really invested yet. And I was a little worried about investing because of the fact that I didn't really know the basis. I didn't really know what it was going to do, but it had my interest peaked. I was sitting looking at this BTT coin this morning and last night. Last night I was looking at it and it had when you're dealing with crypto and trade, you go based on gut feelings. You don't want to go based on what everybody else says. So you don't have to go based on what I'm saying. I went based on my gut for this one. I put everything I had into BitTorrent because I believe it is going to give a massive, massive profit. I don't see it going negatively against this. I think it's going awesome. Um BitTorrent's obviously a crypto that's going to be linked to torrents. The reason I am so willing also to invest into this coin is because of the fact that I have loved torrents for over a decade. So the fact that I'm able to finally invest into a torrent crypto, I was already all in anyway. But when I saw the graph, I decided that it was more of a time for me to take charge on it. Now, the last episode, I explained to you that most of the time, YouTubers and streamers and everything won't really tell you when to invest. They'll tell you after they've already invested and heavily invested, and they've allowed it to mature. So usually a week or two will happen before. And what that means is it actually ends up hurting whoever is trying to look for investing into it, like a new investor, somebody that's maybe coming back from day trade and going into crypto, which I want all of you guys to do anyways. So it's more of I'm trying to extend your knowledge on these. Now, I'm actually pretty happy with something that's happening right now with the coin. See, I'm watching the coin live on my other screen, and it's dipped down, and I'm loving the fact that it dipped down because it's been going like a beast today. It has been full haul. It is on a moonshot. This isn't like, oh, I hope this is gonna do something. No, like I watched an hour ago as this coin went down like 10%, 15%. I was like, oh, well, that sucks. Maybe I shouldn't make a video on it. And in that time period where I was just thinking about it, it bounced back completely and went right back up to the eighth. Like I I don't know how to like really explain that as an investor. Like, oh, here comes a dip. Okay, so we want to look at that. So right now, what is going on is we're gonna take that. Okay, so what's going on here right now that I was talking about is you see how it's trying to dip down, means it's the perfect time to buy. Um, this is what I saw today, like very recently, and it's kind of had that trend. It likes to make big stacks, make big sells, big stacks, and it intrigued me enough to the point where I wanted to kind of talk to you guys about it. As a investor, I'm only looking for profit. I don't really care, honestly, about the companies or the coin, the projects. I don't really care. I'm looking for what's going to get me a bottom dollar. It's going to get me more. and that's what I'll do. I'll move my money when I need to. And most people aren't going to tell you that. They're just going to tell you to hold your bags. I would tell you to sell NPXS because of the fact that today is the redenomination. I believe that the coin's going to go down. I say it would be a good idea to take your NPXS coins, sell those, grab the profit, throw it into BTT. That's honestly what I would tell you to do. I think you're going to get some sort of a profit back out of this, way more than you're going to get out of an NPXS. Because if you had followed me, I mean, look at this. As we're talking, like I can't even just talk about it as it's going up, and it's just one of those things that I think this thing's gonna moon. Uh, you're always like, "Yay! I hope that this moons," and most of the time we're bullshitting you guys. That is the reality. We're bullshitting you guys. I don't think I've ever done that, and that's why I make my reviews. The things that I invest in, I think that you'll get the money that I say you're gonna get, and then you sell and you put it in something new. And that's, I think, the best way for you to make money in any market. So me looking at this, I'm like, well, it'd be cool if this did well as a company, Torrent. Like, but I don't care. I just want it to do well as a coin, make more money, and then I'm good. But the reality is, okay, so there's Bitcoin, and the only other name of a coin that I think could take over, other than Bitcoin, is BitTorrent. The reality is, Pirate Bay was a massive, massive, massive hit. Billions of people. I mean, billions of downloads. And so the reality is that torrents are a massive thing. Not just on Pirate Bay. I mean, they're still around. They're massive. They're never going away. It's something that will always be around, just like crypto. So my belief is that BitTorrent. I mean, I think you'll have to wait a couple months, probably. In the meantime, I might tell you to move shit, and be me being realistic with you guys. That if I think something's like a better buy for you, I'm gonna tell you to go do it. In the meantime, but those that want to hold something for a long period of time, I think that over a 6 month period of time, year period of time, if you put in 10 grand, I think you'll get probably 100 grand in your wallet at the end of the 6 months. 100, like 100, about a year, like 6 months to a year, you'll get that probably, maybe under if it keeps going. Like I think that is possible too. You need to have over a couple million uh, coins, because just like I mentioned before, you want to make sure to be maximizing your profit. So what I would say is this is the new one. This is I completely put all in, like that I had in this wallet into it. I have other wallets I'm probably gonna put in, and to keep the pump going. Like I think it's crazy. I saw like a red line that was about this far on this, and it went back up to green. I think that's crazy. Like as a person that watches the graphs, like that's insane. Like to have watched it go so far down and buy right back, that it's something you have to pay attention to. I think price value wise, this could easily hit $1 in 6 months to a year. Um, I think in a month or so, it'll hit a penny, like for sure. And and I think that's why I'm in it, because I think that when it hits that, it's going to be a good bank for anyone that's invested. I think you need to put a little bit of money into it. Don't just be cheap and think that you're going to make a profit. Like you're going to have to put if you got 500, put 500 in. If you got a grand, put a grand. Put what you got. Like if you want to make money, you got to lose money. So the best way to think about it is that if you're putting it into crypto, just that you lost it. So if you win, it's great. So what I would tell you before I'm gonna end this video, because I don't want to. I want you guys to be able to jump into this dip if it comes. So I hope you guys check this out, and I will give you some more videos. Make sure to comment. I enjoy seeing the comments. There, here it comes. This is the perfect time for you to go. So everybody go, and I'll leave a link in the description, and grab up BitTorrent. I think it's going to moonshot.